In this video, we're gonna look at players that have been riding their own coattails for way too long now, rookies that will never make it, and a veteran that can't call it quits. These are players that should have been kicked yesterday. My name is Burt Burlington, I love talking about Counter-Strike, and if you do too, please consider liking, subscribing, and commenting down below. I'm close to hitting 1,000 subscribers, which is something only 9% of YouTubers ever do. So that's kinda cool if we manage to hit that number. So please help me get there, because I would really appreciate it. Thank you very much in advance already. Also, don't forget to join the Burlington's Big Shot Discord server, where we talk, play, and watch Counter-Strike all the time with a small little community that we have been building over the last year. In this video, we're gonna look at players that have been subpar for too long now and have been costing their teams games. And some of them are even just downright destructive to their entire organization. So the first player I think shouldn't be on the roster for another second longer is Kursy. He is not ready for this level. I don't think he has it in him. Kursy is just missing shots. And you can't say, like, I can be nice and say, like, oh, he has potential, but does he really? Like, you know that tag where they say, like, oh, 35-year-old talent? You know, Kursy's already 24. You know, 24-year-old talent. You know, when you're 27 in esports, you're considered old. And you know what? You can still, you know, grow. But, like, Kursy joined a top 15 team. It's not a top 15 team anymore since him joining. I don't see it with him. I just see him missing a lot of things, and I think that's a very clear example why he shouldn't be on this level. It's also that infamous thing from being a tier 2 AWP or going to tier 1, where you get found out because all of a sudden everything gets flashed or everybody is just a millisecond quicker than you, and you just can't get over that hump. Look at Safi, look at OC, look at Junior. You know, they got found out big time. And the thing is, it's not that there are no good AWPers out there. There were rumors that they were gonna pick up Griggs, but Ash shut him down. And then I'm like, why don't you get him? I mean, maybe if he's too expensive. We know GamerLegion doesn't have money. Therefore, I got players that are free and cheap. Nog, played in your organization before. This is not the first time that I recommended him. Nog, stable player, easily a top 20 AWPer for a top 20 team, you know? Like, he's not gonna pull your team backwards, as Kursy is. So if you want to be like, oh, we're a rifling team, Nog is great, because he's just gonna sit in the back, just hold his angle and not miss a shot. That easy. He's not gonna turn games all the time, like he's gonna do that 1 in 20 games, but like, it's better than Kursy. Another one, Smooya. I know, but Smooya do be good though. And Ash, you know, he's British, so he probably knows Smooya. So if he could see like, oh, he doesn't fit the team, then he knows, you know, then we know it's not an option. But I think he can get this team an easily top 15 team because he just doesn't miss. And I think Smooya can work by himself. He seems like an AWPer that like can work for himself, create his own chances. Which is good because GamerLegion is a very rifler-heavy team that is just focusing on rifler. Because Ash, I think that's his strong suit, getting good riflers and being active in the server with them. I don't know if he has a clue what to do with his AWPers, because his AWPers have been not good. Look at Slant, you know, look at Kursy.
Kursy from heaven, an audible step, peeking into Monacy, missed shot, he's had a few of those.
Smooya, I think, can compensate that by just doing whatever he himself wants, and then just see if it works, you know. Like, I mean, I don't know. You can get Montu, you know, he's also British again, sort of, again, free, solid, he's getting a bit older, but like experience at least. Anarchist, I like Anarchist. I know he's not ever had the chance for tier 1, but I feel like he's more proven than Kursy again. Searson, if everything is going to go online again with like the group stage being online, I think Searson is great to qualify for those lands. So he's a bit older, but I feel like, you know, you can get him, but he's just more like a talisman. You can use him for a little bit, and then you have to like, all right, now we're top 10, now we get a better AWPer. And speaking of better AWPers, Simple. Get Simple. And I know, like, well, he's too expensive. No, he's gonna be free in like 2 months, guys, because like his contract with BC.Game is only like 3 months, and we're already a month in. Ash did a video about Simple and saying like, oh, he's fucking great. Like,
I think he showed plenty to suggest that a comeback to his true form might not be too far away. He might be stuck playing online CS with a lineup that isn't really showing the potential of earning those top tier VRS invites. For someone with such insane ambitions, I cannot see Simple being satisfied with very slow progression and mediocre results.
And then get him! You can't get him! I hope that GamerLegion did an offer and said like, Simple, I'm sorry, we can only pay you 7 to 10k a month. I don't know if Simple's okay with that. But you get to play tier 1 events, and really show yourself again, and then just sign for 1 year, and then next year you go to Team Liquid. I don't know. And it's like, I'm not the only one thinking this, guys. Like, look, Maui Snake said this on an episode of Snake and Phantom.
Unfortunately, the latest pickup for them in Kursy, Jesus Christ Almighty, this guy is horrendous. Like, I can't understate enough that this guy has failed my eye test so badly that I feel like you could have actually at random picked someone from a CCT and you would have had a better opper. I think you pick any player, any opper on any team, and you would have probably gotten a better bang for your buck than this guy, because the amount of easy shots he misses is so unforgivable. At every tournament I watch him play.
I mean, it's painful, but that's just how it is. You know, you can't just. What are we doing? We're not doing charity here. They're trying to win, guys. We're trying to win. Speaking of players that are not winning games, Electronic. I don't know anybody who thinks they shouldn't get kicked. And if you're one of those people that think they shouldn't, tell me down in the comments and tell me why. He has been in Virtus Pro for 1.5 years now, and it's like, it's been disastrous. Like, he came in with the Jame lineup, and Jame was at the end of his tenure, let's say. Like, he was, you know, he squeezed, like he does with every round, he squeezed every last little thing out of that round, and I think he did the same with his style of play. And I finally, you know, he should have been kicked just to, like, have people, like, take a break. But then the problem is, you don't really get a break because you have a screaming, angry Russian Electronic screaming at you during the games when you know, because you didn't, I don't know why you get so angry all the time. The thing is, he himself is also not performing, and I think he is the reason why Virtus Pro is not performing, because they don't know what to do, and Electronic is not, he's not an IGL, guys. He's not it. He's not it.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
I don't know why he thinks he's it, because like in Na'Vi, he took over from Boom's to IGL role, and he didn't go anywhere. And then he went to Cloud9, which was one of the most stacked rosters. This lineup was like, this could win, this could become a #1. And it was horrible. They just couldn't get anything done. And Shiro was like, I don't like this, I'm gonna go. And then he went to Team Spirit, and then he won the major. I think the reason why he wanted to leave is because he didn't like the toxic environment. And we know this about Virtus Pro too. We knew, at least from Overdrive, that Flit and Fame were like this close to leaving. But then Perfecto joined, and they were like, alright, just a little bit longer. Electronic is not an IGL. One, he doesn't have the tactical abilities, you know, the tactical mind. I don't think he has the leadership. Yes, he's strong. I think that works. I think that's why he thinks, because he's like, I don't, you know, roll over, which is good. But it's more of a, you know, a despot. I mean, his individual performance is not great. It's rather bad, I would even say. But it's the waste. The pure waste of talent, because the rosters he has been having around him are insane, like crazy firepower. Flit, Fame, he had Shiro for a second, Exile. I mean, I feel like, okay, never mind. Perfecto, best fucking support player that you had to support your team, to support your stars, and he's just been wasting him. He had Flamus, just threw it away, because like, well, you don't get enough kills because I don't know how to use you. That's the biggest sin he's committing, and I think he has his system, and then the pieces he gets, he doesn't change the system at all. He just gets the pieces and just like fucking jams it in there. Like you have those shaped boxes that babies play with, and you know, put the square and the thing and the triangle. He is like, he always has that thing, but sometimes instead of getting, you know, shapes and stuff, he gets a lion, a gorilla, a crocodile, whatever, and he just jam it in there. I don't know if that makes sense, but like that's how it feels watching Electronics, Virtus Pro and Cloud9 lineup over the last 2 years. And then the third player I think should be kicked, and this is a controversial one, is KrimZ. KrimZ has been a part of Fnatic for over 10 years now. Yeah, Fnatic, you gave him his time. Yes, he is your franchise player. Yes. And you might say like, yeah, but KrimZ still has a fine rating for 31 years old, and you know, like, have some heart. I get that. But like, if you withhold your team from getting better, Fnatic used to be a top 10 org, and now they have been obscure for years now. Do we not, like, what are the aspirations we have for Fnatic? Like, do we, like, hey, we are good to our players? I mean, nice. But are you good for the fans too, that want to see them play in a LAN environment that can actually play up to a level that we are like, you know what? I think that was an accomplishment, because we haven't seen that at all for years now. And it's not like as if KrimZ is like playing with rookies and no-namers and players. No, these are established players too, with Cypher, BlameF. And then you have an Opera that's like, you know, the CIS Opera light. He's not as spicy as a Wrinkle or a m0NESY, but he is pretty good. And I think he just needs a little bit more time, which he's getting, so that's great. Someone who doesn't need any more time and has already peaked a decade ago is KrimZ. These players have potential to be in tier 1, especially BlameF and Jambo, and I think Cypher too. But KrimZ, does he really have it? Does he really have it to be a top 20 team? Like, does he fit in there, guys? I don't think so. He also brings a lot of problems into the team, because the last time Fnatic was actually on a level that was, yeah, they're competing, was with the, you know, quasi Swedish and UK lineup with Alex and Smooya in it, and Roland and KrimZ. That was actually a lineup that was like, whoa, we're playing Counter-Strike, guys. But that team fell apart because the players didn't like playing with it, and it was mostly KrimZ rallying the team against Smooya and saying, we have to kick this guy because he's really annoying, which I don't doubt. But what is it like? Do you like, I don't like this kid who doesn't know how to, you know, eat with knife and fork, or doesn't shower apparently. Maybe, yeah, a stinky player sitting beside you, maybe rather annoying. But you're mostly playing online, so like maybe it's fine to just sit at home, and when you qualify for LANs, that's when the time you kick him. But the thing is he wanted to kick Smooya because he didn't like him, and Brolin wasn't too. But so he has a say in the team, a big say, to say like, guys, I don't want to have success. I want to be able to breathe. And that's not, you want to breathe wins. That's what you want to breathe. Not fresh air. You want to breathe in wins. And if it stinks like Smooya, then it fucking stinks like Smooya. And KrimZ also doesn't have potential to become an IGL. He doesn't like talking. He doesn't like, you know, he's not that guy. We all know this. He's the guy who just comes in, does his work and goes. And like, I think he brings a bit too many negatives than he's bringing positives into the team. And therefore I think it's time to kick him after the Budapest Major. These are the roster changes I believe should have been made months ago. What do you think? Do you think I'm right? Do you think I'm wrong? Do you think I'm too over-dramatic and think we should give these players a few more months? Also, don't forget to check out my other videos, which are way better, I'm telling you, that are on the right here, or at the end card, or in the comment section, or anywhere. Just press it, because one, it helps me out with the algorithm, because YouTube thinks, oh, people are wanting to watch more of Burt Burlington, which is always great. But also, you get to see more of me, and if you leave, then I will disappear forever and I will die. And that would not be nice, right? Would you like to do that to me? Don't say yes. Don't say yes. My name is Burt Burlington. I love talking about Counter-Strike, as you see. If you do too, please consider liking, subscribing, and commenting down below. And I will see you in another video. Bye.